Lawn family, welcome back to another video. Today's date is 24 March, and as you know, first day of spring hit on 19 March. So guys, we are full effect right now. It's green go, all systems are go. It's time to really put the pedal to the metal. If you have not reached out to your clients from last season, make sure you contact them guys and figure out what's going on. Say, hey, we're gonna be out cutting next week, or we're gonna be out cutting this week. This is your price for this season, and if you're interested in the services, please let me know so we can get you on the schedule, because stuff is filling up fast. When you really push that urgency, it makes them push like, okay, let me go ahead and get on his schedule before he gets filled up. You know, I want to make sure I have me a spot. So I'm telling you guys, if you have not reached out to your clients, make sure that you do that now, ASAP. One thing I really like about Spring Rush, it's the perfect time to raise prices. Me personally, I usually raise prices 2 times out the year. One being at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of spring, because it's like it's a clean slate, man. Any clients that you currently had, and if you want to go up on them, that's the perfect time to do it, because it's the beginning of the season. It's like a clean start, you know. During the off season, you buy new equipment, stuff goes up, so it's the perfect time to raise prices if you want to. And the second time I raise prices throughout the season is when I feel like I reach that cap rate. I start getting so much business in that I can barely handle it, and that's the best time to do it also. When you got so much work on your hand, and go ahead and raise prices. And if they accept it, hey, it's good for you. If they don't, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll just move on with the current business that you have. So that's a good thing about March, man. If you're going to raise prices for your current clients or anybody new that you have coming in, now is the perfect time to do it. Yo, since we on this topic about prices, I need to go ahead and put this out there, guys. Stick to your guns. Please stick to your guns. Do not let these people try to tell you what they want to pay you for their yard, if that makes sense. It was a couple nights ago, guys. It's 9:30 at night. I'm ready to eat. I forgot what I had to eat that night, but it was something good, man. It was something good. And I'm trying to eat, and I got this lady haggling me through text messages about what her current guy was paying and what I'm telling her price for this season is. She told me her current guy was paying 50. Well, I was paying 50. I was paying this. I don't care. That was your last guy. You reached out for me. You reached out to me for a reason, right? It's either he's not cutting no more or you wasn't satisfied with his job. So when I tell you what my price is, don't try to haggle me. You know what I'm saying? If you can't accept that price, then hey, I can't deal with you. We just go ahead and move forward. You know what I mean? But don't let that happen, guys. Don't let that happen. And then don't feel like just because they tell you, well, my current guy was charging me this, or I was previously paying this, and you feel like you got to match that or you got to come under that. Don't do that. Don't do that, because in the long run, it's going to hurt you, man, especially if it's a big job. And this particular yard, it was pretty big, man. The yard has been treated and everything. So, you know, it's that real tall fescue grass. It ain't going to be easy to cut. You know what I mean? Especially not that first go round. So yeah, man, you got to stick to your guns. I told her 60. I told her 60, and she said her current guy was paying 50. I'm not your current guy. And then she asked me, well, what all equipment do I have? Do I have 0 turns? That doesn't matter. It's gonna get cut and it's gonna look good, and it's probably gonna look better than your previous guy. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm confident in my work and I know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's sending me pictures of the yard and everything. I'm saying, oh, that looks good. You know, I'm being real respectful to her. You know what I'm saying? But guys, do not let them haggle you on prices, man. You got to stick to your guns, and you got to have a minimum. You got to have a minimum charge for every yard. You know what I'm saying? And don't go under that minimum for nothing, because as soon as you do, you're going to be losing money, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If you just getting started and you trying to, you know, get the ball rolling, get some clientele, hey, I completely understand it. But anybody's out there rolling, even in their second season, don't do it. Don't do it. Because just learning from experience, man, take it from me, you'll be losing out on so much money in the long run. I know you're thinking about right now, but down the road, it's gonna kill you, man. It's gonna kill you. So stick to your guns. Whatever price you set, stick to it. Like, it ain't no negotiating when it comes to these prices. This what it is. That's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So that brings me to my next topic: weekly versus bi-weekly cuts. Should you charge the same? Simple answer: no. Heck no. The reason being, guys, because when you do weekly cuts versus bi-weekly, the line is gonna be so much easier to cut. Your lines are gonna be laid. It's gonna be less weed eating for you. It's gonna be less of a haggle when you come out there every week. You know what I'm saying? And it'll save you a lot of time, because you know you get one rain and next thing you know, now you gotta start triple cutting. Now you gotta start double cutting in areas that you didn't have to do it in before. You know, the weekly ones you can just come, cut, edge, and go. You know what I'm saying? And on those bi-weekly ones, it's gonna take you a little bit longer. It's gonna be more trash out there. It's gonna be more sticks down, all that stuff, man. Because on your weekly ones, you can stay on top of it, you know. So should you charge the same for bi-weekly and weekly? No. Take it from me, because I've done it before in the past, guys, and you lose out so much. You should charge anywhere from $10 to $15 more for your bi-weekly clients versus your weekly. That'll be up to you, but that's how I do it. That's how I do it. The weekly versus bi-weekly is gonna be $10 to $15 more off rip. You know what I'm saying? And I usually give them that price. Remember, I told you guys, create those options. Say, okay, well, if you want to go weekly, here's gonna be your price. If you want to go bi-weekly, here's your price. Give them something to choose from. You know what I mean? But when it comes to that, make sure it's not the same, man. Make sure it's not the same, because they'll feel like they're getting a deal, and it's more wear and tear on your truck. You know what I'm saying? You got to drive out there once a week. That's going to be more gas that you're going to have to put out too. So you got to take that in consideration, man. More travel time. So, and it can take away from your bigger projects too, because you know those weekly ones got to get done. They got to get done. So make sure, man, that you are not charging the same. You should charge more for your bi-weekly cuts versus your weekly cuts. It's going to be a lot easier if you're cutting it every week. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So lately, guys, things have been picking up for me. I did a most job yesterday, pretty big most job. And I actually brought on a guy. His name is Adrian. So I'm going to see how he work out, man. My plan is to be able to send him out on jobs. You know, once we get started or anything like that, I check it out. I want to be able to send him out there and have him knock it out. Then of course I'm gonna come through and do the final inspection, make sure everything is good, and then get squared away with the homeowner, get squared away with him. But that's the plan, man, on like most jobs, installation, anything like that, where I can work on the cutting and finding more work. You know what I'm saying? That's the plan. So I know you guys seen Dominique in a lot of my videos. I've been trying to keep him, man, but hey, I really don't know. I really don't know what too much to say about that, man. But I am gonna say this: it's hard to find guys that really want to work. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the lawn care landscaping, man, because it's a real demanding business. You know, it can be real physical sometimes. You know, so it's tough finding guys that really want to do that. And especially when it start getting hot, you're gonna hear a whole lot of complaining. You know what I mean? And I don't have time for that. I really don't. Because hey, I'm up early, man. I'm up early to bed, early to rise, and I try to stick to that, man. I'm at the gym, I'm getting it, you know what I'm saying? Because doing this kind of work, you got to be in shape, man. I'm telling you. One of my homeboys, he do concrete, same way with him, you know what I'm saying? That dude fit, you know what I'm saying? It ain't for the weak. You got to be in shape when you're doing this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? You got to be ready. You got to be ready. So then you got to eat right too. You got to eat right, drink a lot of water and all that good stuff. But like I said, guys, my plan is to be able to send him out on jobs, have him knock it out, and then I'm gonna come through and double check it. Like this most job we started yesterday, I'm sending him out there today to finish it up, and it was a 70 bags of mulch that we laid out. So I started it with him, you know, kind of gave him the layout on how I wanted it, showed him how I wanted the beds to look. I didn't get no footage out there. Oh, she all right. But I didn't get a lot of footage when we was out there, guys, because I was really pushing for time. And you know I do not like working on Saturdays. I really don't. So if I can get it in, I'm gonna do it. But and then we got a lot of rain on Friday too. So Friday really slowed me up. But it's all good. But we just about done though. So my plan is to be able to send him out the jobs, man, and have him knock those out. Then I'm gonna come through for the final inspection, and I'm gonna take him with me on a few cutting routes too, just so I kind of see what he can do on that aspect. But I seen what he can do on the motion, so we'll see. Like I said, his name Adrian, so hopefully he a good asset to the team, man. We'll see how it go. But I hope everything is well with y'all guys, man. Stay busy, you know, go get that money. Stay firm to your prices, man, because it's gonna help you in the long run. Weekly and bi-weekly, don't charge the same. Don't charge the same, man. I'm done talking. I'm gonna show you guys what I got. Show you what I got, man. I done a few little upgrades, few little modifications. I was able to get some weed eater racks installed. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 slots on it. And Ron's asking me about, I think about a year ago, how do I keep my equipment locked up? Now I don't have to worry about it, you know, chaining stuff down to the truck. So it's good to go, man. I don't have to worry about it, man. You put the code in here, and when you slide this back, it'll open up, and then you can go ahead and pull that joker on out, and she ready to go. But yeah, I got the weed eater racks put on there. I'm loving those, and also got the blower rack put on here too. And stay tuned, man, because I'm about to get me a steel blower here real soon. The Echo still run, but I need something a little stronger. I really want to what is it, BR 600? I believe it is. Somebody let me know in the comments. I believe it's BR 600. I'm loving that. For this one, key here, and then you pull this back, and then it latches right up. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Make me feel more professional, you know. And then I got a 30-inch Turf Master too, man. This thing right here is a beast. I'm telling you, it's a dog. And I like it for my smaller yards, man, because it has this big bag on it, and it has a real big gas tank on it. Real big gas tank on it. So it is a little bit heavier, yeah, but it makes some pretty stripes, man. Pretty stripes. New blades on it, new filter, new spark plug, fresh oil change, everything. But yeah, it's a beast, man. I like it. Like I said, it is a little heavy, but it runs good, and it stripes good too. Let's see if I can start it up for you. Right here, this is how you engage the blades. When you push this down, pull this down, your blades will turn on, and back here's your self-propelled. That's how it moves. But I like it, man. It's a horse.